Manorajya is not a problem. We accept that Manorajya is not a problem in the initial stages. No doubt, no problem for anybody. Agreed. But Manorajya leads to, ultimately, it leads to thoughts. I mean, thoughts lead to, ultimately, to character and destiny. Therefore, be careful with the thoughts. Now, this is Bhagavata Irita, no? Bhagavan said, so Vidyaranya Muni, he is quoting Bhagavad Gita shloka, which is very, very popular. What is that shloka? ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. So, in this shloka, famous shloka, Bhagavan said, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha, a man, by constantly thinking about the objects. What is dhyanam? Vritti pravaha. Constant thinking. Sangaha teshu upajayate. Teshu vastushu. In those objects, whatever you are thinking about, you develop sangaha, attachment. Attachment you develop. Once you develop attachment, sangat sanjayate kamaha. Out of that, a desire is born to possess. And kamat krodho bhijayate. So when a desire is born, desire can either be fulfilled. If it is fulfilled, no krodha. Kama will not lead you to krodha. Then in that case, kama will lead you to lobha. So if I am not able to fulfill my desire, I become angry. If I am fulfilling my desire, I become lobhi, greedy, to possess more and more. So either way, so desire fulfilled is equal to greed, leads to greed. Desire unfulfilled leads to anger. Anger towards all those things or beings who we became the cause of my failure in procuring that object of enjoyment. So I become angry. And mostly, why Krodha is said Bhagavan Krishna, why did not say Lobha? Because we have so many desires. So many desires we have. And all desires are not fulfilled. The small desire or big desire, it irritates, it gives you anger. Bhagavan Krishna says, mostly all our desires are, most of them are unfulfilled. Therefore, a man is always maintaining resentment. Anger has different shades. Resentment, irritation, uneasiness. Oh God. All these are the shades of anger. And krodhat kamat krodho bijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. When out of anger, sammohanam, delusion. I forget myself. Out of anger. In anger, I can commit any crime. in anger. Therefore, anger clouds me. It's all our experience. In angry mood, I don't know what I talk to my elders. In Mahabharata, we saw many times how Duryodhana um, disrespected elders. So anger leads to many complications. Smrti Bramshaha. It makes me forget who I am. And when Smrti is lost, data is lost. So you forget everything. When data is lost, then it leads to Smrti Bramshat Buddhi Nashaha. Because Buddhi works only on Smrti. So discrimination power is lost. And once the discrimination is lost, Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati. Prakarshena Nashyati. Even for that life, you may not sometimes get up also. Whole life we suffer, and that life had gone. Costliest lesson the life teaches us. Therefore, what is to be done? Don't entertain Manorajyam. Don't say, no, Kama Krodha is only problem. Manorajya need not be a problem. I entertain those thoughts. How does it matter? I deliberately entertain certain thoughts in my mind. In the thought, I create and I enjoy that object. I dream. I allow my mind to wander. So, friends, that becomes difficult. Okay. Now, so how to conquer Manorajyam now? See, how to conquer Tivra Ashastriya Jivadvaitam. What is Tivra Ashastriya Jivadvaitam? Kama Krodhadi. What is Shastriya Jivadvaitam? Guru, Ishvara, Veda, etc. That is to be maintained till we reach Jivan Mukti state. Ashastriya Jivadvaitam is Tivram and Mandam. Tivram is Kama Krodhadi. Mandam is Manorajyam. How to conquer Tivram? By seeing the faults in the objects, or with the help of knowledge, see that everything is mithya. It is so difficult, it is, but by practice, the knowledge is very, very firm. We can practice mithyatva abhyasa. Otherwise, dosha drushtya muhurmuhu. Muhurmuhu means again and again see the faults in the objects. Okay, that part is over. Now Manorajyam. So Manorajyam I can entertain. No, you can't entertain Manorajyam because it leads to problems. Buddhinashat pranashyati. So how to conquer Manorajyam now? You told how to conquer Tivra. Jiva Srishti Dvaitam. Jiva Srishti Dvaitam, Tivra Dvaitam, that you told. Now he speaks in 61st verse how to conquer Manorajyam. Shakyam jetum Manorajyam Nirvikalpasamadhitaha Susampadhakramat sopi Savikalpasamadhina. Now, Manorajyam, it is possible to control. It is possible to conquer. So, what is the problem? Manorajyam. What is the remedy? Nididhyasanam or Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi through Nididhyasan. Therefore, Manorajyam Nirvikalpa Samadhitah Chetum Shakyam. What is Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Nirvikalpa Samadhi. The Dhi Buddhi attained state, mind attained state where there are no thoughts. No thoughts means what? No disturbing thoughts. But example will come later on. Mind is awake. When I'm not disturbed. So in Nirusamadhi is what? There is no worldly thoughts are entertained. And all thoughts are suspended. When all thoughts are suspended without entering into deep sleep state, that state is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That which, lot of practice is required, tapasya is required, samskaras are to be exhausted, vasanas are to be exhausted, vasana kshaya should take place. How to do this? Through Nididhyasana first. Meaning what? One type of Nididhyasana is what? Being aware of my thought pattern and not identifying with it. So every day, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, just sit quietly in a chair or wherever you want. And observe the mind. Without any involvement. Surface level, so many thoughts rise. I am not analyzing them. I am not labeling them. Whether it is worst thought, bad thought, good thought, I am not disturbed. I just watch it. When we watch like this, thoughts, so when you start learning to ignore the thoughts, listen carefully, please. When you when we try to ignore the thoughts by practice, the thoughts weaken because there is no energy in the thought to uphold itself. Who supplies the energy for the thought? Ourselves. When you don't supply the energy to the thought world, I just watch, I don't analyze also, I don't fight with it, I don't neg them out, I don't welcome them, nothing. Then over a period of time, number of thoughts rising in the mind will be reduced. Then chitta vritti nirodha takes place. Not chitta nirodha, chitta vritti nirodha. The thoughts becomes mild, still milder, still mild, negligible, occasional thoughts rise. And when you are not in deep sleep, but there are no thoughts, mind becomes peaceful. and you wanted to remain in that state for a long time. That state is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Shanti you achieve. So, therefore, Manorajyam is possible to conquer, to win over, to control through Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now, we need to practice at least 5 minutes a day, morning and evening. You don't have to worry, Ashtanga Yoga posture is required. For Nididhyasana, for just, for there's no need. You just sit in a chair. Once Gurudev said, if you can't even sit, lie down and meditate, he said. Niruklap Samadhi helps us in conquering Manorajya. Manorajya means habitual thinking, free movement of the mind. I hope it is clear. Now, Susampadaha Kramat Sahapi Savikalpa Samadhina. Now, sir, how to gain Niruklap Samadhi? You said observing the mind, but now I am not in a position to observe because the thoughts are so heavy, like Niagara waterfalls. I wanted to stand on the bank of the river and watch the river flow, but the flood is so much. One big flood came, thought the river surged ahead. Rose suddenly, a big wave like it has come and dragged me into the river and swept me across by the currents of the river. I don't know when I was dragged into the river. I don't know how long I traveled, for how much distance I traveled, for how much time I traveled. I don't know. I jumped in Gangotri, woke up in Ganga Sagar. Thoughts took me away. Because the flow of thoughts is so high, so high, so high, that I am unable to stand on the bank of the river and just observe the river flow. I am unable to do it. Therefore, Susampadaha, this also is attained properly. How? Kramat, step by step, in stages. How? Savikalpa Samadhi. So first practice, Savikalpa Samadhi. So in Savikalpa Samadhi, what? There is a meditator is there, meditation is there, there is no doubt about it. So I will do some kind of practice involving the thoughts. I try to discipline the thoughts. I would try to entertain a typical thoughts at the exclusion of all other thoughts. I gain mastery. Like if a japa I am doing, I entertain same thought and I gained mastery of continuously chanting without intercepted by any other thought. So I am entertaining a thought flow, deliberate thought flow is created. And not allowing any other thoughts to intercept the flow. When the flow is not intercepted, it is called Savikalpa Samadhi. So when you achieve that mastery, then you can observe those thoughts also. The rest of thoughts are not disturbing us. So therefore, Savikalpa Samadhi practice we have to do to get into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, then the Manorajyam will go away. Swamiji, this is also very difficult. I give you one simple answer for this. We know we all work hard for achieving anything that we love. That which we strongly desire, we try to achieve it at any cost. At any cost means not by wrong path. Here you cannot achieve any wrong path. You have to conquer your mind. So what we do normally, when our desire is strong, you either call it desire for the goal, or you call it as love for the ideal, or intense burning for realization, longing for realization. If it is there, then we will be charged, inspired to practice the suggested techniques in order to reach the goal. Suppose I am not inspired to know myself, who I am really are. Who am I really? Then my sadhana will not be intense, because my desire, strong desire, is for the world, for the worldly objects. And mind has so many techniques it plays, mind plays tricks with us. It says, okay, after daughter's wedding, I think you can practice puja, phat, sadhana, etc., meditation, etc. Then within couple of months, she will say, I am pregnant now. So, okay, after delivery of my daughter, I think I will get it done. No, that the baby grows at least, then mother can be free. Till then, I need to support them. Then attachment by then grows. I am not telling that you should not help your daughter or son. I am not saying that. An example I'm giving you, how we are caught up in our duties, responsibilities, wanted or unwanted, sometimes self invited, but our mind is happy in entertaining itself with these duties. I don't perform the duty with the dedication. At the same time, free the mind for my practice every day, morning and 1 hour, evening 1 hour. So mind should be made available for my practice also, which you can do it. That mastery we don't practice. We don't have that kind of a desire. Mind says, we are very apathy sets into us. We say, okay, ठीक है, now आज ये है, कल मेडिटेशन छोड़ देंगे. आज मेरे कोई भाई आया है, मेडिटेशन छोड़ देंगे. उनको 6 बजे चाय पिलाना है, तो फिर then you get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock you get up. And the primary goal, the goal is not, we are not entertaining in us sincerely. When that is entertained, when you practice that, the rest of the things slowly go away. Rest of things don't bother you. Slowly they get away from you. You gain the mastery of ability to meditate on the seat of meditation, wake up and involve actively in your responsibilities, and remembering the witness attitude always. This is all possible. So to actively involve in sadhana, we need the burning desire. Okay. So thus, through Savikalpa Samadhi, entertaining some thoughts deliberately, thoughts of divinity, thoughts of upasana, control all other thoughts, having gained sufficient mastery over the mind, practice Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Then, when our mind, the thoughts in the mind reduce its frequency, slowly the frequency reduced. As I told you, they become less and less frequent. Intensity will be reduced. Tivrata will be reduced. Pungent, smell, pungent we say, no, that is reduced in the thought. Then the thought became occasional. Slowly Manorajyam is conquered through Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Okay. So therefore, Kramat, Susampadaha Kramat, Sopi, Savikalpa Samadhina. Now, Buddha Tattvena Didosha Shunye Naikantavasina Dirgham Pranava Mucharya Manorajyam Vijiyate. Now, Buddha Tattvena by the man of self knowledge, Buddha, awakened. Awakened here means what? Awakened to the knowledge aspect of it. He understood. Tattvena Buddha. Tattvena Buddha, he by the man of self knowledge, Dhi Dosha Shunya Ekantavasina. And next is what? Dhi Dosha Shunyena. Dhi Dosha Shunyena, devoid of all the defects of the mind. The one from whom all the defects, what are defects are there? Mala, Vikshepa, all those things. Impurities and agitations, the mind became pure. Dhi dosha shunyena. There are no faults in the mind. Faults such as kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsari, isya, dvesha, asuya, raga, and somebody is prospering, somebody is happy, somebody is progressing, unable to bear it. Now, all various kinds of doshas. All doshas have become shanti, shunya ho gaya, devoid of all those things. Who is devoid of shunyena, one in whom all the defects have been removed, ekantavasina, and who is living in solitude, ekante sukamasyatham. He likes solitude. So when solitude is come, when work is there, he has to meet people, okay. But he doesn't disturb the moments of solitude deliberately as we do. When we are alone at home, by divine providence, we disturb that solitude by calling somebody, by watching a movie, or by playing music or something or the other, or we deliberately go to the neighbor's house and chit chat. What am I doing there? Actually, when I'm solitude, suppose husband went away, wife went out to the shopping, or husband went away, children also are not there. You are old people, old couple, nobody at home, and sometimes you feel that you are alone, sitting in the chair. So use that solitude. So he loves the solitude. So Ekantavasina, one who is in solitude, living in solitude, Buddha Tattvena, man of self-knowledge, Dhi Dosha Shunyena, one who is devoid of all defects from the mind, Dhi Dosha Shunyena, Dirgham Pranavamucharya, and he starts Pranavocharana. Pranava, that is such a man practices Pranava, Pranavopasana. So by chanting Ucharya, chanting Pranavam, Om chanting. Dirgha Pranavam, long Pranavam. This is a technique given in Shastras. How to shut away all the other Manorajya thoughts? Dirgha Pranavena. So take full breath and chant full pranava. Dirgha pranava. Not om, om, no. When we chant dirgha pranava, like upasana, sometime morning for some time, evening for some time. Say for some time, set a clock, 15 minutes, Omkar Ucharana. And just listen. One important thing is when you are chanting, you must listen to your own chanting. So with awareness. So I'm listening to my chanting with full, both my ears and mind, everything is there only. Dirgham Pranavamucharya. Slowly, when you do this sadhana, Pranavopasana, so powerful it is, it creates a very, very powerful energy in the system and drives away all other thoughts it swallows. What is that? Manorajyam Vijiyate. So, this Manorajyam, habitual thinking is conquered like this. How? साथ साथ में क्या करना है? बुद्ध तत्वेन धी दोष शून्येन एकांतवासिना, alone in a morning you do alone chanting of Omkara. Or you can count for some time, some number of times, listening to chanting. I know some people, small houses are there, 2 rooms and 3 rooms only there, so they may not be able to practice. So a lot of people are there, so they would choose chat ऊपर चले जाते हैं on the terrace with their asana. They take and they sit there and chant Om. That's one powerful sadhana. So ekantavasi हो गए वहाँ पे. Chanting also is done. So this is the beautiful way of conquering Manorajyam. So Dvaita Srishti is the Karanam. Jiva Dvaitam is the problem. Shastriya Jiva Dvaitam, Ashastriya Jiva Dvaitam. Shastriya Jiva Dvaitam should be kept till we realize the truth. Guru is there. Don't say Guru is not there. Guru is Mithya. Shastra is Mithya. Ishvara is Mithya. Because Dvaitam is Mithya. No. That is to be entertained. Ashastriya Dvaitam Kama Krodhadi Tivram. intense. Mandam, mild, is Manorajyam. Kama Krodha, they are conquered by seeing the faults in the objects of the world outside. Or Mithya Buddhi. And Manorajyam is conquered by Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is gained by Savikalpa Samadhi. So Savikalpa Samadhi Abhyasa is can be done by Om chanting. Om chanting also upasana. Manorajyam slowly is controlled. So now next two slokas are quotations from Yoga Vasishta that we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.